then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dublin Shamrocks. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Yellow. Go.
On first down, here's Breida fighting through. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Set, ready? Hey, Haywood. H.E. Gator. Mike 50, Mike 50. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. Let's go.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Avery Moss just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Stick looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
3rd down, they'll throw with Stick. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Yellow.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Just like that.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Hit it. First and 10. Mike 51. We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert it. Deuce. Ready.
Now Gordon on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base. General West.
Here we go.
Hey, Echo.
Here we go. 50.
Get it.
First and 10, stick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, Charlie.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you.
On second and 10, it's stick. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
Let's go.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, I'm coming.
Shoot.
On third down, it's stick. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Allen's first catch. Good for a first down.
Gain of 12 yards. That's another. Dublin, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, set.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
Ready.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, dude. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Gordon.
What we got?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now second and 4 after the penalty.
Let's go. Five.
On second down, it's stick. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down, finding some room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now it's Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a give coming right is Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game and you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the point.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That second down play nets a -4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
This is fielded at the 27. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Gordon. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Come on, set. 60 or. Cut. Go.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. I'm here all day.
And go.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. And an alley to run. Finds a seam inside the 40. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They come up in an offset eye. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Stays on his feet. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stick. He's going to loft one. Deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And touchdown. Devontae Adams. 78 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First down, Chiefs.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Breida. pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here's Breida. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he's struggled. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again?
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
15's mine. I got 15. 15's mine. Hey.
Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown! Devontae Adams, 79 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
And of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And an alley to run. He's got daylight. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida, 85 yards. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready to let.
And this is caught at the 20. A big play there. 57 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here? And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll look to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Dancing to his left. He may try, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Ty Long now. He's been terrific so far. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike, fall forward.
Attack! Jim. Check.
They run forward, Breida, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Set, ready? 91.
Cut.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
12 yards there and a first down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
5. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Check. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey. Ready, snap.
Stick from the gun. He can run for it, and he will score. It's a touchdown. Easton Stick with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Escaping the pressure right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here's Stick looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
All right, you got to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come get some. Come get some.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jarrell Casey, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
And they will take a knee here. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to